In today's video, I'm going to be taking you through this really simple but really cool automation that allows you to generate long-form AI character videos, podcast-style videos, and I'll show you an example of what these videos look like. So here we just have a video of Yoda talking at a podcast. The system's really easy to set up. We're going to go through it together. I'll show you how you can get it set up and how you can start generating these videos for yourself. So let me show you the Airtable database where we're actually managing everything. But before all that, you can download the templates, the N8N workflow that you see on screen now, and then the Airtable database from the description below. So that Yoda podcast example is just one example. I mean, you can do anything you want with this. So here's a video of Donkey talking. Pretty cool. Basically, what you do is you upload your image. So this can be an image of any character, any AI person or real person or whatever you want, and then you upload your script, and then you pick your voice, and then you just literally hit the video create button, and then it's going to produce a bit of content for you. So what we're going to be using today is a platform called WaveSpeed. What this is it's pretty much like Kai AI or Foul AI that I've talked about on this channel before. It's basically just like a host for loads of APIs, and we're going to be using 11 Labs and a platform called InfiniteTalk. So that's going to be the video generator, and it's going to bring our image to life with our script. So you are probably wondering, like, what's the point of this automation? I mean, so many channels and AI influencers are using a very similar system to this. So I'll show you an example. Here is a page that I actually find pretty funny, and they're basically just a podcast page of two dogs talking. So it's
door, like every single time, man. Because every time they walk
funny.
out,
They've got like 819,000 followers, and that's just one example. There's so many different pages and influencer accounts and YouTube channels using a very similar system to this. So very easy to set up. Once you've got the N8N template inside of your N8N and the Airtable database loaded, first things first, we want to set up the webhook. So all you need to do for this, so duplicate this base so you have all of the automations, or the only automation there. It's really easy to set up. All you need to do is, for the example of this, I'm just going to turn it off for now, and I'm just going to hit this video create button, and then I'm going to come back to automations. This webhook URL won't be here for you, but once you've hit that video create button, what I'll do is I'll leave these two in here for you so you can easily do this. And then you choose a record, click the record that you just checked with the video create checkbox, click on this run script button, and where you see the empty webhook URL, you just want to come back to your N8N workflow, grab your production URL, and copy and paste it into that webhook URL box. As simple as that. That's the webhook done. Now Airtable is connected to N8N, and whenever we click this button, the workflow is going to run. So to test that, actually, all you want to do is go back to here, or actually click execute workflow, come back to this run a script on the automations tab in Airtable and click test action. And then you'll see this webhook light up green. So let me just show you how it's going to look. So I'll update this, execute the workflow, come back to here, test the action, and you can see that it's appeared green. All you need to do then is just link up it back to Airtable, click on this Airtable tab, make sure that you've got your newly duplicated base connected to these Airtable modules here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Click on them and just make sure that the base is connected. Really simple. Then we are moving on to the create voice section. So let me quickly just change this webhook back to the production URL. So like I mentioned, we're going to be using a platform called WaveSpeed to get all of the API keys and the 11 Labs API key and the InfiniteTalk API key. So really simple to set up. Head over to WaveSpeed AI, make an account, and just deposit a small amount. I believe the minimum's $10. So yeah, deposit $10, and then you want to come to your dashboard and you can click on API keys, create a new API key, come back to NA10, click on create a new credential. So what you'll see actually is in the header auth section, if you just click on that, a drop down will come up. You just hit create new credential there. You type in authorization. Then in the value section, click on expression here so we can see what we're typing. Type in bearer space and then paste your API key in there and hit save. Really, really simple to do. Once you've done that, that's essentially that done. All of this in here is already going to be there for you. So you don't really have to change this. All we're doing here is we're just taking the text, which is the script from our Airtable, and then we're taking the voice ID from our Airtable as well. So that's the voice section. Make sure you click on this HTTP request here and have your WaveSpeed credential set. Just before we move on to the generate video section, so if you wanted to hop in here and actually use this, what you want to do is you just want to click the plus button, hit new. Let's add an image here. So we're going to use this image of Shrek, and all I did to get this image of Shrek is go to Gemini and type in generate me an image of Shrek. That's literally all I did. Really simple to do. I'm going to upload this image to here, and then just for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to copy and paste a section of this Yoda script that I have and literally just paste it into the script section. So what you do here is you just write a script or get an LLM to generate you a script. Then for the voice ID section, when you come to WaveSpeed and you type in 11 Labs, so if I can type, here we go, 11 Labs, you can see all of the voices here. So you can pick any of these voices. I believe as well, if you have a custom voice actually within 11 Labs, you can actually get the ID and use that if you want to. But for now, we're just going to pick one of these voices. So let's just pick Callum, for example. And we're just going to literally just copy and paste the voice ID in this section here. Then we're just going to generate our video. So while that's generating, we'll move on to the create I'll generate a video section here. So again, we're going to be using WaveSpeed and we're going to be using InfiniteTalk. So you'll see here the URL. You don't need to change any of that. All you need to do here is just select your WaveSpeed credential that we've just set up. All we're doing here is we're grabbing our audio that we generated from this section here, and we're using it in this JSON body, and then we've got our image that we're pulling from Airtable. So in this case, it will be Shrek, and then we've left the prompt empty. You can play around with a prompt in here if you want to. Resolution 480p, speed -1. That is just copy and pasted straight from the API documentation within WaveSpeed. So if we go to InfiniteTalk, you can see all that I've done here is I've just taken this raw data section and I've just copy and pasted it into the Airtable or the N8N HTTP module, and I've just removed or replaced the default fields. So these URLs here with the outputs from the previous modules and the image URL from our Airtable database. So really simple to set up. Once you've done that, then all you want to do is click on this generate video HTTP module, and again, just make sure your WaveSpeed credential is set up, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, from here again, make sure your Airtable database that you've duplicated is connected. All we're doing, really simple, is we've just got a loop. So we're triggering the webhook, we're getting our record, we're updating the status to processing. So our Shrek video is come back, so it's gone to completed, but if it was generating, it would go to processing. Then we're generating our voice with 11 labs via WaveSpeed. We're waiting. Once it's done, we're getting our voice. If it fails, it will then actually go down this section and update our Airtable database as error. So then we can go in and have a look what happened. Usually if you're running this and you're getting an error, it's generally to do with how your script is formatted. So you'll see on this longer script, it's like one block of text. That is so the JSON actually is valid. So you'll find that if you have like line breaks in here like this, we'll actually get an error because it won't be a valid JSON when we're actually sending the script to 11 labs. So just make sure that when you're putting your script in, you've got no line breaks, no quote marks, no anything like that really. So like another common error is that you'll have your script like this, and then you'll click enter, and a new line will be created, and sometimes it can be confusing why the error is coming up, but that will show there if you get an error. If it succeeds, it's going to go onto the create a video section, so we're actually going to use our voice or audio file, create our video, and then the same process again. We're going to loop round, wait until it's done. If it fails, it's going to go down here. If it succeeds, it's going to update our Airtable status field as completed. So let's actually have a look at this Shrek video.
Travel much I have. Far beyond these walls, you think only of Coruscant and crowded sky lanes. Yes.
Pretty cool. Again, like, play around with this. You can use any character. In the examples that I've used are literally just examples. You can even put a picture of yourself in there if you want to. Say if you don't have time to sit in front of a camera and record videos, then all you need to do is upload a photo of yourself and put it in here, and then the script that you want, and then the voice ID that you want, and then hit generate video, and you'll get a video of yourself speaking. But yeah, this is really, really fun to play around with. Again, like, one thing that you need to remember is, like, when you're generating really long, say if you're generating a 10-minute video, then it's going to cost you a decent amount of money. So let me show you actually what I mean by this. Let me go back here to dashboard. You can see here this InfiniteTalk request cost me, let me see actually where it is. So this one here, this one cost me a decent amount of money. I think it must have been at least a couple dollars. It was a 3-minute a minute long video. So you can imagine, like, when you start generating multiple 10-minute videos, it's going to start costing a decent amount. So just be wary of that. But yeah, download the templates from the description below. Get your webhook set up. Make sure your Airtable database is connected, and then sign up for WaveSpeed AI, get your API key, and come into here and create your credential, and then have some fun with it. So let me know what you create. But yeah, thank you very much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I've got some really cool videos coming out, so stay tuned for them. And have a great day.